And hello, we're back for another reading comments video, this being episode 6.
Wow.
I know, can you believe it? 6 episodes in of reading comments. Now, how are you today, Egil?
I'm tickety-boo and a half, thank you for asking.
Jolly good.
And how are you?
I'm marvellous.
Jolly
and above all, how are you today? Let us know in a comment, we'd love to read it, wouldn't we?
Certainly would.
Now, let's get on and crack on with some comments. We have a comment here from Cheetah on the reading subscriber comments video. This will be episode 2 or possibly 1. Awesome video. Also, I would just confirm that The Last Kingdom Season 3 comes to Netflix on November the 19th. So be on the lookout. It will also have 10 episodes this season instead of 8. And here's the official teaser trailer. So thank you very much for the comments, Cheetah, and thank you very much for leaving that trailer.
Yeah, thanks.
Brilliant series. I really enjoy it. And another reading subscriber video. This is from Cheetah again. I think it's a good idea that you're now using hashtags to further spread the word about your channel. Now, let me explain to you, Egil, and to anybody else who doesn't know what a hashtag is. So basically, if I do a hashtag and put Egil Folktale, any folktale with that hashtag in it will come up on that page when you click the hashtag. So for instance, if we do hashtag The Last Kingdom on this Last Kingdom video, then all videos about The Last Kingdom will pop up. So it just makes it a little bit more easier for people to find our content.
Jolly good.
That's my stomach rolling.
Just point out his stomach, not mine.
Yes. Every Viking needs a good meal. So, reading subscriber comments. Cheetah, filming the Viking places in Derby sounds like an interesting idea.
Yeah, it'd be good
and
fun.
I also have a very interesting idea of how we're going to do it. We're going to pretend we've been like time travelled through some strange portal and end up in modern clothing in Derby. Because I'm fairly certain Egil doesn't want to walk around or myself in Viking kit without being bothered by folk.
I have done, but you do tend to get interesting comments.
So we are going to do that for a vlog, maybe the 30th vlog. Celebrate it when it's a bit nicer weather.
Well, it's only you've got the light is the main thing, isn't it?
Now we have a comment here from Techno Sagas on the reading subscriber comments, and he says, "Not enough onion chat for me. Laughs out loud. Seriously, quite enjoyed this one. Cool." Oh, thank you very much. We do try to now and again do some live streams, and I'm hoping to live stream regularly every week from now on.
Maybe
in the evening.
Maybe an onion video for Christmas.
Maybe.
With ducks?
Yes, well, I was thinking about that the other day. What we need is an onion prop.
Yeah. So if you want to volunteer. What's the next one? We're filming inside.
Yeah, so reading subscriber comments. Some Cheetah. Techno Viking Egil was genius.
Oh yeah.
Oh yes, I thought it was a genius video.
Yeah.
And it certainly was a genius video when we filmed it. It's something I've been thinking about for a good while. And of course over time it will keep getting more popular.
We hope so.
I mean, could it be the first video to get 1,000 views? Possibly.
Maybe Shakira will watch it.
Is she still around?
Oh, she can be for me. Lovely lady.
Right, reading subscriber comments. Yes, I would like to see a top 10 videos. They would really pull in the views.
Yeah.
Yes, this is something, this is from Cheetah, we've been thinking about recently. And we are going to make some top 10 videos, including the top 10 Viking films, the best, and also the top worst 10 Viking films. And then other things like the top 10 Viking creatures in mythology will be a good video, so bear with us, we will be doing something like this in the future. So reading subscriber comments, another comment from Cheetah, and this is about live streaming. And do you guys have a list of days when you plan to live stream? That way I know when to watch. Well, fundamentally, the best time for me and Egil to live stream together would be a Sunday. But alternatively, on a Monday evening and a Wednesday and a Friday evening, I could do a live stream after 10 o'clock at night. And
Well, it's only every other Sunday. Isn't
yeah,
it? 'Cause you've got your...
it's every other Sunday. It will have to be. But if you could do one live stream a week regularly, then that will really help the channel.
Ah,
So we have another comment here from Thomas Dale.
ah.
Now, I was just wondering what do you guys think are the worst Viking or Dark Age films made? Well, like I said, you'll be seeing that in 2 top 10 videos.
Yeah.
So bear with us. I am working on it.
Why not get the people who comment?
Yes.
vote on
Now,
it?
if you guys have a list of your top 10 best Viking films and a list of your top 10 worst Viking films, then please leave it in a comment for us. I would really, really like to read them.
How about we set out a menu of all the Viking films we could think of, and each person votes.
Yeah.
This is best. This is...
Try not to move too much, you'd be off camera. Now, we have a comment here. This is a good comment for you, Egil,
All right.
on the reading subscriber comments from Celtic God.
Hi, Celtic.
Listen to Egil, lads. Old warriors are old for a reason.
That's right.
I would like to add, you can indeed ride a cat. However, no matter what kind of cat you ride, you won't go very far.
That's true.
More wise words there from Egil.
Yeah. I like cats.
Indeed. Say no more.
I like dogs as well.
Yes, I like donkeys. Anyway,
My mum did.
this is a folk tale from those wise men of Gotham.
Ooh.
I know, for months now I've been saying Gotham, but now I'm saying Gotham again. God, it's like the longboat all over again.
It's a long ship.
Yeah.
Long ship.
Yes, longship. And this is from Thomas Dale, and he says, that was a very interesting telling. Why, thank you very much.
Uh-huh.
And on the same folk tale from Thomas Dale, premiering the tale seems like to be a good idea.
Yeah.
Yes, I do like the features of premieres, but there's a couple of things I like to ask. What are the best times for us to premiere our videos?
Yeah.
Because I don't think afternoon premieres work or early evening premieres work.
It's because people are at work or having the
So
dinner.
possibly a 10 o'clock premiere for some of the videos at night might work.
Because you've got to think of the time difference in America. And
We also
wherever.
got to think about our majority of our audience are from the UK.
Mm.
I can't really do the morning videos, that wouldn't work for me at all. And the other thing I'd like to know is, do you want premieres on the short videos as well, or should we just leave them for the longer videos? Let us know what you think on that. I really would like to read your comments on that. We'll look for another comment, and this is another comment from Techno's Sagas. Hello, Techno.
Hello, TikTok.
And this is from the video The Eaten Moon, a tale of those wise men of Gotham. And this is where they thought a donkey or a horse drank the moon.
Mm.
They do silly things there. And this comment says, well, that's made a nice change of a live chat. Thomas D, you ought to see Bragi in the blue baggy trousers. A lot of material in each leg apparently. Go on, Bragi, tell them, get them out. They're too big for me.
Well,
But, you know, well, one day you may see him. Now, another tale here from Celtic God. I do like his comments, they're
Yeah.
quite informative, especially about the folk tales.
mm,
I think it's a real privilege you've been brought up being told these tales.
sure, yeah.
And Celtic God, he says, the more of folk tales you tell, the more it makes me understand how rich my childhood was, as I've heard many of these tales from my grandmother and great uncles. Thank you for reviving these memories.
Well, we aim to please, and as I say, keep your comments coming. Thank you.
Oh yes, please leave your comments coming in. We'll look for the next one to read. And this is a comment on Viking Battle, Sword and Sword, where we basically talked about the is it the Battle of Fulford on the bridge? Did some sword fighting.
Yep.
We'll do some more of that soon. And this is from Techno Sagas, and he was basically replying to Celtic God. Celtic God, Henry the bloke on the bridge. I can't quite put my hand on the reference yet, but I recall 70 is the number of kills. However, this does seem to be a bit neat, especially as it's the number 7. I guess we'll never know. Whatever holding up the entire army is still pretty cool.
Yeah.
And what a dude he was, indeed.
Yeah. I wonder who he was.
Yes, and why ain't there a statue of him on a bridge somewhere?
Well, there you go.
And this is a comment on the same video, the Viking battle, sword versus sword. You see I didn't use combat for the title there.
Yeah.
This is from Thomas Dale.
Yeah.
Just caught up. That was a very entertaining. Yes, watch out for those trees. And on the same video, Chiita left a comment, don't try this at home.
I must emphasise, don't. We've been trained for years.
Yes.
And it's very dangerous if you're not trained.
Yes, you could easily
Kill
knock your
somebody.
teeth out or break an arm or a leg so very easily.
So thanks for that, Chiita.
And if we can ever find you a local group in your area, we will do. You could join and become a Viking yourself. And on the same comment, Chiita said, the lone berserker was indeed a brave lad.
Yeah.
Yes. Hats off to the lone berserker. And put my hat back on again.
No, I haven't.
And that is how a Viking takes his hat off and put it back on.
Alright.
And this is on the Viking battle, sword versus sword, and this is a comment from Chiita. Unfortunately, there's no medieval societies where I live on the west coast. There's a few in Canada, a lot in the UK, and a lot in Scandinavia.
West coast of America,
Yes.
I'm assuming. Right.
So I left a comment, well, until you can find a group or
Start
folk
one.
to fight with, you'll have to stay a long distance warrior of the Northworthy army, Chiita.
Or you could start one yourself.
You could start one yourself.
I'm
Hey,
sure.
up.
Hey, up. Hey, up.
Hey, up.
Oh well. We're offline now.
No, it's just me going up and down with my mouse.
Alright. Him and his mice. But yeah, it's not too fantastic. Put an advert in your local paper, on the internet, and start your own group.
Oh yeah, great idea. Just got to find where the last comment was. Just carry on talking for a minute, Egil.
I've got to keep carry on talking. But as I say,
Carry on indeed.
all the societies started with one or more person getting together and doing that. Doesn't have to be fighting, it could be handicrafts, could be just research group, and it's just a good way of getting together and meeting new people. And as I said, if it wasn't for reenactment societies, I wouldn't know Bragi here.
Oh indeed. We never would have met.
I started doing this when I left university. I lived in York, started from York and then transferred over here to Derby. And the rest, as I say, is history. But you know, it's been most of my life has been built up around it, and have a go.
Right, I've got a question here, or a comment anyway, from Chiita. Love the new Premiere feature. Keep it up and was hell. Yes, one of the things I'm planning to do, if I can publish a Premiere on either Monday or Wednesday or Friday at 10 o'clock, straight afterwards I can jump on the live stream and we can continue the hangout, which I think will be beneficial for not only our subscribers, for the channel.
Yeah.
So, and on those days I can do that, as long as I'm not too tired and I've got the energy. So I'm going to try on tonight if I've still got a voice after all this speaking.
Yeah.
Because we do need to live stream more regularly, and I totally respect you're busy and you can't always get over. But
it's quite a walk.
yeah, it is a walk. There's some modes on up. Found another comment. Here's one.
Ooh.
From the review of the film.
This man needs a sausage roll.
No, what I need is some pork pudding. Yes, it's on a Folktale I told you the other day. But what is it?
I don't know.
It's not pork pudding. It was something else. Anyway, this is a comment from Thomas Dale on the film Valhalla Rising, which we reviewed recently.
Yeah.
I believe it's one of your favourite films.
It is. It's very interesting. There's more layers to it than what you think.
I hope you're still on camera over there.
Yeah.
You might be seeing only half of Egil. Anyway, Valhalla Rising sounds like a very interesting film to watch. That's too close. This was a very useful review.
Yeah,
It's a decent film.
yeah.
It's, despite some of the wrong things in it, it's still a good
yeah,
film.
there's some weird stuff in there, but hey.
And on the same video, Valhalla Rising,
Yes.
we have a comment from Thomas Dale
Okay, Thomas Dale.
on the subject I do not like to talk about.
Go on.
What is up with the sword scabbard on the back? I've only seen that in films. Hollywood, hey! I can't remember seeing it in any historical art. Could it be a more further afield? In China or Japan perhaps?
No.
But I don't remember seeing it in European artwork either.
It doesn't exist. If I may demonstrate, imagine you prod me when you think you can get a sword stroke in. I go for the back when you're ready. Look at that. Oh,
yeah,
that's
he's just been killed.
Yeah, I've just been killed. I haven't even drawn it.
Yeah.
It looks sexy according to some Hollywood people, and I think that's basically why they do it. And maybe they can't ride a horse properly with the sword at the side.
Yes.
But perhaps if you have a word with the film companies on their websites and say, why are you doing it?
There's a follow-up comment from this from Thomas Dale, and it says, Northworthy Sagas and Stories, yes. Would a back scabbard be convenient for travel perhaps? But then during travel, why not store it on your transport? I see to think that it was a shield that was holstered on the back more often than not.
Yeah.
You wouldn't want to, when you're riding a horse, demonstrate riding a horse, have a sword on your back. You want it down there so you can quickly get it out and smash at your enemy.
Well, what I've heard is they wore it with the sword like that so you could draw it in one stroke across the eyes of your enemy, like the samurai do.
Yeah, it makes sense, and this is something we're going to make a video on in the future.
And if you think you're riding horse position, right, and you've got your sword laying along the length of you won't know you're wearing it.
Of course, I recently watched a video from Shadiversity where he made a working backsword scabbard.
Yeah.
But it was so impractical. It worked. He got the sword out, but he had to like slide it angled, then put it out.
And how do you pull it back?
Well, yeah, it's you know, you want your scabbard here so you can grab it and put your sword in and not have to flap around with your back.
Well, we know through archaeological excavation that swords have seemed to have wear on the handle where you held it.
Yeah.
And it's not through fighting; it's through that's a more convenient position for your hand to be in, and so if it's on your back, you can't do that.
Indeed, you can't. So let's carry on. And this is another comment on the video of Valhalla Rising, the review of the film trailer. This is from Thomas Dale. That was an interesting observation about them keeping the Christians separated down one side of the longship, and how they would have had to have needed to have synchronised with the other side.
This is one thing about having rowed a longship, is getting everybody in time. And the crew of a longship would know each other very well. Not only because you've got to be stuck at sea a while, but you have to get the rhythm going.
You do.
And you see them rowing like that.
Hard work.
Which they wouldn't do. They would have the oar at 45 degrees and you just use your shoulders like that.
Oh.
You go like all day on like that. But if you're doing this...
Well, it's going to knacker your back up, that.
Exactly. When you leave the long ship...
long ship.
To go raiding, you're going to have a crook back.
I can't help but immediately think of longboat. I don't know why. I blame those pesky Victorians.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Well, all you got to remember is a boat is on a ship, but a ship isn't on a boat. Yeah, see, full of useless.
Let's not even get into the term vessel.
Oh, well.
That's what you drink out of.
Yeah.
Thinking about that, I'm thirsty, never mind.
All carries the blood.
Left my water over there, look.
Yeah. Well, I've drunk mine.
We're being invaded downstairs by children, not coming in.
Alright.
Oh, yes. And we have another comment here from Thomas Dale. I think I only saw bits and pieces of this film. I'm unsure. I could just be remembering bits of the trailer, shows of the TV.
Is this 13th Warrior?
Yes, I do believe that the 13th Warrior is available on Netflix to watch.
Yeah, possibly, but yeah, it's whatever's in the dress-up box at the time, I think. It's a good story, that's the thing. But,
And on the video of the review of the 13th Warrior, a very good fantasy film and a good bit of entertainment. Another comment from Thomas Dale. Ah, the fabled backsword again. Yes, these backswords in Hollywood movies get about. And what to say?
I was saying it's probably cheaper to have an iron ring on the back rather than
Yes.
a proper scabbard, and they hide it. There's a reason for it.
And on the same video, Thomas Dale says those Roman helmets must have been roaming around a lot. Bar dum dum. I'll get my coat.
Yeah. Yeah. People say, oh, they may be handed down. No. It's just too late.
Well, I think a lot of them would have rusted by them and been forgotten about or used or gone back to Rome.
Yeah.
So we have a comment here from Celtic God, who always leaves us these brilliant comments on the folk tales. So we do salute you for that. And this is from the Werewolf of Beauregard, and this is your version of the tale.
Ah.
And Celtic God, he says, dee dee doo dee doo, get me back in there and tell it was a Danish tale. Go on now, do it. Thanks, guys. Good end to the long day.
It was a Danish tale.
Yeah, because he went off and I had to tell you to go back on.
Ah, right, yeah.
Remember.
Yeah.
Sometimes I wasn't sure whether to keep these things in or not. Now, we have a brilliant comment here on the Werewolf of Beauregard, which is a Danish folktale.
It's Danish.
Sure, it's one of the tutor's favourites.
And it's Danish.
And it's Danish, if you think of cakes. And this is from Callan Lilly. I live in China, and I use your videos to teach students English and Western history and culture. I hope you don't mind and keep up all the good work.
Callum, thank you very much. That is music to my ears.
I thought that's one of the best comments I've read on this channel.
I'm honoured that you use us for education. To our friends in China, hello there.
Hello, nice to see you.
Hope you enjoy it. Please tell your friends. And Callum, thank you very much once again.
Yes, and please keep watching the content.
Sure.
And one thing, this got me kind of thinking about perhaps some of the shorter content we can do, make it quite good so that we can subtitle it for people to watch it with subtitles, and we could teach as well as, you know.
Well, we hope to instruct people and...
something we'll work on.
Yeah.
Shorter content with subtitling about historical content. I swear I'm losing the ability to speak today.
Because you're tired and you're dried out.
Well, maybe so. And we have a comment here from another new commenter on the channel, and this is Jezebel from Tex.
Guten Tag.
Welcome to the channel.
Yeah.
Great to see and have you here. And they said, as a Dane, I have never heard this story.
Well, there you go.
And this is the Werewolf of Beauregard. And we had a reply from Thomas Dale on this, and he says, I hope you enjoyed it. I did. And then I left a comment saying, oh yes, this is an old Danish folk tale. I like telling this folk tale. And then another comment in reply from Jezebel from Tex, saying, Northworthy Sagas and Stories, do you know what it's called in Danish or the origin of it? I would love reading it in Danish.
Hello.
I can't open the door. And I put in reply, hi Jezebel from Tex. Yeah.
Thank you.
I've been delivered a drink there.
Yeah.
Well, I was told
Thanks,
this
Liam.
folk tale some years ago. I also recently read it in the Penguin Book of Scandinavian Folk Tales, translated and edited by Jacqueline Simpson, who quite ironically, when I brought the book, I signed the book to somebody called Andy. Whoever that is, I don't know. Coincidence. There appears to be a few versions of this tale, but little written online. The original tale was probably called The Werewolf Husband. The tale was collected by Ljot Budkar and published in a book called Dansk Folkesken in 1958. I often think how common this type of werewolf tale is within the folklore of werewolves. This folklore has a feel of a folk tale that would have been told in the 18th or 19th century, and I wouldn't be surprised if it was much older and goes back to the medieval era. Thanks for the comment, Jezebel from Tex, and I hope this helps.
We want to get our drink now.
We'll just back in a second. You stay there. You keep on talking.
So, as you can see, we have a nice angle poise lamp, and Bragi's just going now for the drinks. Oh, so that's hot.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Drop it by the handle.
Yeah.
Won't bring the cakes in.
Oh,
Because we're not far from getting towards the top of the comments, you know.
all right. Okay. Cheers, then, everybody.
Yes, this is non-authentic coffee. Could you imagine a Viking invading army high on coffee?
Yeah, great.
Oh, that would have been a good day.
Costa Costerson.
Now this is a comment from Techno Sagas on the werewolf of Beauregard. This is no criticism of Egil, but I prefer to see new material rather than repeats of stories you have already have good versions of.
Fair enough comment.
Yes, I think that's a fair enough comment, but I think I'll just read my comment reply. I know I've saved this version of this story for around Halloween, as it's mildly scary, with the added bonus of being a funny story too. Retelling the same folktale is something we try not to do, but sometimes with lack of time to film and lack of content ready to film, it's easy to have Egil tell a more comic version of a folktale. I also try not to publish two versions of the same time, but rather leave it as late as possible. This also makes me think retelling a folktale can sometimes end up with a better version of the tale if the person telling the tale has progressed in either their telling ability to tell the tale or in telling of a specific folktale. So that's my little reply there. But yes, we do appreciate your point.
Taken, though, Tector.
And we have a comment on the weekly Viking vlog. This should be number 19, I think.
Oh yeah.
And it's nice. It's from Thomas Dale, and he says it's nice to see the vlogs back again.
It's the season to vlog.
I don't think we're going to get a vlog in this week, so we'll have to record the next vlog next week. But then again, next week will be in the past with this video.
Okay.
Now we have a comment here on the weekly Viking vlog from Thomas Dale. Having some videos about the Horde would be cool.
Yeah.
Well, it is my idea and thought about covering every Horde in the UK.
That's going to be a lot.
That's
of
2,000 plus Hordes.
And they're still finding them.
It might take about 5 to 10 years. But if you start searching for Hordes, you won't find a lot of information on YouTube videos.
Well, they'll keep it quiet because you get what they call night hawks.
Yeah, well, we're talking about discovered Hordes and not bonds that have just been found.
Even so, they keep it pretty quiet.
Well, it's all on Wikipedia.
Oh, well, there you go.
So we have a comment here from Thomas Dale on the weekly Viking vlog. It would be cool to perhaps see a video of you two talk about your jewellery and clothing perhaps.
Yeah.
Well, we just filmed a video called Viking Clothes and Clothing, and that will be published on a week Saturday and premiered as well. Now on the same video from Thomas Dale, he left a comment, and this is more directly towards you.
Yeah, right.
What about a look at the runes and Norse magic? So certainly a series on every individual rune would be
I don't
good.
mind doing runes for that.
The Norse magic is something we probably wouldn't touch
No.
because a lot of that isn't Norse magic.
and also it could lead to mistakes and things.
So, but certainly covering the runes, we'll definitely do that.
Yeah.
Or Egil will.